Taking the reaction x plus 2y gives rise to product to be a second order. Which of the following is or the rate expressions for the reaction? Here simple, the how to write the rate of reaction, that number of the concentration of the reactants to the power of number of moles. The concentration of the reactants and to the power of number of moles. So see the solution. So there is a solution that x plus 2y gives rise to product. So see that reactant, the concentration of x to the power of 1 and concentration of y to the power of 2. So that is also equal to rate equation, concentration of x and concentration of y to the power of 2. Where is that? It is a dx by dt is equal to concentration of x and concentration y to the power of 2. That is the right answer. The 50th question is, which of the following salt will have same value of Van't factor I as that K for FeCN taken 6, potassium hexacyanoferrate plus 2 ion. So those are the options. So what is the correct answer? See the solution. K for FeCN taken 6. Just divide as a ion number of cations and number of anions. How many number of cations and how many number of anions are here? That is equal to Van't factor. See here, potassium, 4 potassiums are there, only one FeCN taken 6. 4 plus 1, the Van't factor is I is equal to 5. So which option equal to I is equal to 5? So the options, see that options here, Al2SO4. So divide the charges as a cations and anions. 2 aluminium and 3 sulfates. 2 plus 3, I is equal to 5. Both are equal to each other. But compare all the options. See the second option, NaCl. 1 cation, 1 anion. So 1 plus 1, that is I is equal to 2. Here AlNO3 taken 3. Okay, AlNO3 is 1 aluminium and 3 nitrates. So 1 plus 3, I is equal to 4. For fourth option, Na2SO4, 2 sodium and 1 sulfate. 2 plus 1, I is equal to 3. So which Van't factor equal to potassium hexacyanoferrate? I is equal to 5 and I is equal to 5. The correct option is Al2SO4 taken twice. That is the 56th question is, in the first order reaction, the concentration of the reactants decreases from 0.8 m to 0.4 m in 15 minutes. Then 0.m becomes 0.025 m in. So those are the options. See here, two conditions are here. Already within the 15 minutes the concentration will be changed from 0.8 to 0.4. So how much of time will be taken? Then 0.1 become 0.025. So see that solution. Two conditions are here. That's why the solution is, that is the first order reaction equation. K is equal to 2.303 by T log of A by A minus 6. Here A is the initial concentration and A minus X is a final concentration. Okay, just to substitute the concentration all the terms in that equation. This is the second step. K is equal to 2.303 by T. T means already 15 minutes here, so that's why substitute the 15. Log of the A means initial concentration 8 and A minus X is the final concentration, that is a 0.4 m. Okay, just substitute the equations. The K is equal to 0.303 by 15 log, so that value is log 10 and 2. That is the first order reaction. Substitute the initial value. We don't know the T here, that's why K is equal to 2.303 by T log of the initial reading is 0.1 by 0.025, that is a final reading. So just what is the value of this one? So 0.1 by 0.025, that is a log 10 4. Okay, just what is the t is equal to 0.303 by k log 10 4. Just substitute, this is the equation number 2 and this is the equation number 1. So substitute the equation number 1 in the equation number 2, just to write the k value here. Okay, the t is equal to 2.303 by 15, just to cancel those two terms, and log 10 cancel, 2 1s are 2 2s are 15 into 2, that is 30 minutes. Is the correct answer? Third option. The 61 question is, a potassium acetate under the electrolysis to formation of A, where A heated with 1000 degree temperature to formation of B, when B reacted with alkaline potassium or permanganate to formation of C. What is the C? Okay, so this is the Kolbe electrolysis process. See that solution. So see the solution. So this is the potassium acetate under the electrolysis. So this is a Kolbe electrolysis process. This is a Kolbe electrolysis process when 2 moles of potassium acetate to formation of ethane, that is a product of A. So this is a product. When ethane heated with high temperature, that is 1000 degrees temperature, so loss of H2 gas to formation of ethylene. So this is the B. When ethylene reacted with alkaline potassium permanganate to formation of ethylene glycol, that is a C product. So what is the correct option? Here ethylene glycol is the correct option. So the 48th question is, the relationship between volume of the osmotic pressure pi of the solution obtained by dissolving 6 gram liter inverse of acetic acid pi 1 and 7.45 gram liter inverse of potassium chloride pi 2 is. So those are the options. See the solutions right now. Osmotic pressure depends upon Vanta factor and concentration. So see here. So those are all are represented as a acetic acid data, and those are all are represented as a potassium chloride data. So see here, the osmotic pressure pi 1 is equal to IC1 RT. The osmotic pressure pi 2 is equal to IC2 RT. Here RT is constant, so that pi 1 is directly proportional to IC1, pi 2 is directly proportional to IC2. I is the Vanta factor, C is the concentration of the solutions. What is the C1? The weight of acetic acid by gram molecular weight per liter. C2 is weight of potassium chloride by gram molecular weight per liter. So just substitute the volume of the C1 and C2. C1 is equal to 6 by 60. 6 already given in the question. That is the weight of the acetic acid. 60 is the gram molecular weight of the acetic acid per liter. C1 is 0.1. C2 is equal to 7.45, that is the weight of the potassium chloride, that is already given in the question. 74.5, that is the gram molecular weight of the potassium chloride per 1 liter. The volume of the C2 also 0.1. The C1 concentration and the C2 concentration both are 0.1, 0.1, so that both concentrations are same. That's why C1 is equal to C2. Now how to compare the osmotic pressures of both these solutions? That is acetic acid is generally, we know that acetic acid is a weak electrolyte and potassium chloride is a strong electrolyte. It is pi 2 and it is pi 1. So it depends upon the strong and weak electrolyte. Pi 2 is greater than pi 1. The osmotic pressure of the potassium chloride and acetic acid is directly pi 2 is greater than pi 1. Here pi 1 is less than pi 2. That is the right answer. So 62 question is 1 comma 2 dibromoethane react with zinc dust in the presence of high temperature to formation of A, where A reactive with hydrogen in the presence of nickel to formation of B, where B is reactive with nitric acid in the presence of 450 degrees centigrade to formation of C. So C here. So the correct reaction is, so see the solution, where 1 comma 2 dibromoethane react with zinc dust to loss of 2 bromines are here to formation of ethylene, that is also A. Where A reactive with hydrogen in the presence of nickel, that is also reduction reaction. These two hydrogens so directly bond with 2 carbons to formation of ethane, that is the B. The next, where B ethane reactive with nitric acid, that is the nitration reaction to formation of nitro compound, that is also called as a nitroethane. That compound is C. So the right option is nitroethane or ethyl nitrite. Benzene gives rise to benzene sulfonic acid. So those are the options. So the right answer is, so where SO3 involved in the reaction. So the SO3 involved in the reaction, that's why where SO3 involved in the reaction to formation of benzene sulfonic acid. See the right equation is where benzene react with sulfuric acid in the presence of SO3 to formation of benzene sulfonic acid. The right answer is first option. CH3Cl3, that is a chloroform reactive with C6H5OH phenol gives rise to in the presence of NaOH X plus NaCl plus H2O. The principal functional group in the compound X is, so that is also one of the Riemann-Tiemann reaction. See the Riemann-Tiemann reaction, phenol reactive with the chloroform in the presence of NaOH to formation of sodium chloride in water and to formation of benzaldehyde. Here the aldehyde group involved in the reaction, so the right answer is second reaction. This reaction is also called as a Riemann-Tiemann reaction. The 64th question is number of sigma sp2 to sp2. So bond present in molecule of X in the process, where benzene reactive with H2 in the presence of nickel to formation of X. So how many number of sp2 to sp2 sigma bonds are present? So what is the hybridization of X? See that options. What is the hybridization of X? So see the reaction, where benzene react with the H2 in the presence of nickel to formation of cyclohexane. All the cyclohexane 6 carbons can shows sp3 hybridization. Here the benzene all the carbon can shows sp2 hybridization, but not cyclohexane cannot be shows sp2 hybridization. It will be shows only sp3 hybridization. So there is no sp2 hybridations are here. That's why the right answer is the number of sp2 hybridations are 0. The 46th question is the molar conductance at infinite dilution of barium chloride, sulfuric acid and HCl aqueous solutions are X1, X2 and X3 respectively. The molar conductance of barium sulfate solution is, so those are the options. See the question clearly. This is the X1, X2 and this is the X3. So when barium and sulfate combine together to formation of barium sulfate, but removing of H2 and Cl2. So 2 hydrogens and 2 chlorines removed from the barium chloride and sulfuric acid. So we are mentioning only one HCl here. When we are mentioning 2 here, 2 hydrogens and 2 chlorines were removed from the barium chloride and sulfuric acid to formation of barium sulfate. So that's why we are mentioned 2 here. The X3 is minus 2X3. Why are we mentioned 2 here? Because 2 HCl's are removed from the barium chloride and sulfuric acid. Remove means minus. See the solution first. the equivalent conductance is equal to the ratio between molar conductance and number of electrons. So see here, first you have to find out the molar conductance. The molar conductance of barium sulfate is equal to barium chloride plus sulfuric acid molar conductance minus, see here, minus, because we are removing the hydrogens and chlorines, to HCl. So this is the x1 and this is the x2 minus 2x3. So the right option is x1 plus x2 minus 2x3 by 2, because 2 electrons are required here, the number of electrons are 2, that's why the right option is x1 plus x2 minus 2x3. So that is the third option is the right option. The 74th question is, where ethyl alcohol, the first reaction is where ethyl alcohol react with sodium in the and minus of H2, loss of minus of H2 means loss of one hydrogen to formation of A, and ethyl alcohol react with PCl5 to formation of B. So what is the product? C. Here the question is the total number of hybrid orbitals involved in the bonding in a molecule of C. So write the reactions and find out the C compound and find out the number of hybrid orbital in the structure of C. So see the solution. So the solution is where ethyl alcohol react with sodium minus H2 gas, so to formation of sodium ethoxide, where ethyl alcohol react with PCl5 to formation of ethyl chloride, those A and B, where A plus B gives rise to ether, that is also called as a Williamson synthesis to formation of ether, loss of NaCl. Okay, so see here all the carbons can shows sp3 hybridations and oxygen also can shows sp3 hybridation. Both all carbon and oxygen can shows sp3 hybridation. So number of sp3 hybridations are 5. sp3 means 4 hybrid orbitals are present. 5 into 4, 20 hybrid orbitals are present, but in the options there is no 20. The right answer is not 18, that is 20. So options mistake. So thank you. The 54th question is, in the following sequence of reaction, N gives rise to N, N gives rise to O gives rise to P. Those are the K1, K2, K3 reactions. The K1 is less than K2, K2 less than K3. Then the rate determining step is. So those are the option. So here the rate determining step means that is the very slow reaction. So let's see that option. This is the less rate of reaction and this is the more rate of reaction compared to K1 and K2. So see the solution. Basically the rate determining step means the slow step, and the condition is K1 is less than K2, K2 is less than K3. So that K1 is a very less reaction, very slow step reaction, that's why K1 here very slow reaction. It is also rate determining step. The option is M gives rise to N, that's why the first option is the right option. The 60th question is, for the electrolyte type A to B KSP given, then the solubility is calculated by. So the solubility product write as A to B. So those are the options. See the solution. The solubility product A to B. So the A to B divided as a cotton and onions. So that A to B gives rise to 2A plus B minus 2. Divide the crisscross method. The KSP solubility product is number of product of the cations are 2, number of product of the anions is only 1 because B is only 1. The KSP is equal to the concentration of the products to the power of number of moles. Here A plus concentration of A plus to the power of 2 plus concentration of B minus to the power of 1. Only B is only 1. A plus means 2s to the power of 2. B minus 2 is only 1. So those are the 4s cube, that is also equal to 3 root KSP by 4. So that is the right answer. So which is the right option? 3 root KSP by 4. That is the right answer. So thank you for watching this video. So please subscribe my channel for more videos. So this signing off, Chiluka Ramesh.